This video lecture is for study session 3, MKT 316, and the topic of this study session is handling customer complaints. At some point, everyone in business has to deal with an upset customer. The challenge is how to handle the situation in a way that leaves the customer thinking you operate a great company. A customer complaint well handled can win a lifelong customer who remains loyal to an organization. On completion of this study session, you should be able to define customer complaint, you should be able to explain customer complaint handling process, you should be able to discuss different types of complaints and list various sources of complaints. What is a complaint? A consumer complaint or customer complaint is an expression of dissatisfaction on customer's behalf to a responsible party about their action or lack of action or about the standard of service that is being provided. It can also be described in a positive sense as a report from a consumer providing documentation about a problem with a product or service. In fact, some modern business consultants urge businesses to view customer complaints as a gift. If the grievance is not addressed in a way that satisfies the customer, the consumer sometimes registers the complaint with a third party such as Consumer Complaint Commission. This and similar organizations in other countries accept consumer complaints and assist people with consumer service issues. Now, customer complaint handling process. A good customer complaint handling process involves the steps listed below. Note that one step is to acknowledge customers' feelings, because a customer who is angry or upset due to a failure does not want to be patronized nor have his or her problem taken lightly. The situation is important to the customer and should be important to the person listening and responsible to the complaints. The first step is to listen carefully to the complaint. When a customer comes with a complaint, you pay attentive and listen to what the customer have to say. The second step is to acknowledge customers' feeling. The third step is to determine the root cause of the problem. Then you offer a solution. After you have offered a solution, you should gain agreement on the solution and communicate the process of resolution. Then the next step is to follow up on the solution that is being provided if it is appropriate or if it solves that particular problem, and lastly you record the complaint and the resolution. Now, there are different types of complainer. At least 5 types of complainer can be identified. Each type is motivated by different beliefs, attitude and needs. If each of these types of complainer are known, you will know how to respond to them, and the likely danger of not handling their complaint effectively will be also known and avoided. The first one are the make customer. Generally, these types of customer will not complain, so you must work hard at soliciting comments and complaints and act appropriately to resolve their complaint. The second type of customers are aggressive customer. Aggressive customer is the opposite of meek customer. They readily complain, often loudly and at length. In order to deal with this type of customer, you agree that a problem exists and let them know what will be done to resolve the problem. The third type of customer are the high roller customer. This type of customer expects absolute best and is willing to pay for it. They are likely to complain in a reasonable manner. This type of customer is not interested in excuses. They don't want to hear excuse from you at all. The fourth type of customer are the rip-off customer. The goal is not to get the complaint satisfied, but rather to win by getting something the customer is not entitled to receive. This type of customer will not be satisfied with whatever solution you are trying to offer them. So this type of customer are referred to as rip-off customer. The last type of customer here, as the fifth type, is the chronic complainer customer. They are never satisfied with whatever solution you prefer to them. There is always something wrong. This customer mission is to whine, and as frustrating as this type of customer can be, they cannot be dismissed. Even when you dismiss them, they will not go. Sources of complaints. Monitoring your firm's customer satisfaction level also means you must monitor how satisfied customers are with how their complaints are being handled. This is very important that complaint records should reflect the main reason an offering failed. Typically, complaint can be attributed to one or more of the following gaps. The first one is the communication gap. Outstating the offering's performance level or creating unrealistic expectation on the part of the customer can lead to communication gap. This can be a reason why customer is complaining. The second one is the knowledge gap. Not understanding customers' expectation or needs could then lead a company to create a product that disappoints the customer. Then the next one is the standard gap. Setting performance standards that are too low despite what is known about customers' requirements can lead to reason why customer complain. And the last one is the delivery gap. That is failing to meet customer standard established for an offering. We have come to the end of this study session. You can read through your study pack to complement your knowledge about the subject discussed in this video better. Thank you for listening. See you in the next class.